Assalamu alaikum. I'm Imrul Qais. Welcome to my presentation. My ID 181352470 and my supervisor name is Dr. Imran Mahmood, Head and Associate Professor in Jawahar International University. So here is my presentation topic of my 19 in Bangladesh. Our first point is COVID-19 topic has become very impacted and hot topic in the recent time, and because this has kept a great impact on human life of the whole world, and with that of also Bangladesh. So, in this study, uh, influences on the people of Bangladesh, and another major aim of this article is the algorithm which I have used here, artificial neural network and logistic regression. And I want to find out which algorithm gives the best of sleep. From this output, I can see that the ANN, that means multi for the output of my dataset. Next, our point is introduction. We know that coronavirus, that means COVID-19, has came out the SARS-CoV-2 virus, and it is not only impacted the overall of the whole world, it also impacted the development and lower developing country with and Bangladesh is one of them. And in Bangladesh, this COVID-19 has invented in 7 March 2020, and in total 1.5 million people has been infected in this COVID-19, and 28,060 people has death for this coronavirus of Bangladesh. COVID-19 has created mental and physical effect of the people of Bangladesh. With that, anxiety and sleep abnormality is one of them. So, for this sleep abnormality, the regular life has been distracted of people, and there has created many diversity, and their everyday working has also impacted for this reason. So I have created two models here of machine learning algorithm for detecting the impact of COVID-19, which is the recent hot motivation. Actually, motivation means of this topic of the thesis. So, as this topic is the recent hot topic, and there is not too much paper on this topic, so I have selected these topics for my presentation, and with also my thesis, because we know that if we work on any recent hot topic, that is more interesting, because that has a trend at the time. So I have selected this topic as my thesis. Our next point is objective. My objective of this thesis, that is to find out the impact of the factor which recent COVID-19, and we I also find out between ANN and logistic regression analysis, because I have used this algorithm in this model, and I want to see which model is best for this dataset of my sleep disturbance for COVID-19 in Bangladesh. Next point is literacy review. I have pointed here 10 papers of which are written on COVID-19 for and mm, anxiety, sleep, depression, too much are related with this paper. But my main topic is sleep disturbance. So I have pointed out this paper's sleep related topic, and or we can see that all those papers are actually year 2020 to 2021. And I have also seen that most of the papers have used logistic regression, and with that logistic regression, some papers have used KNN algorithm and different types of analysis, statistical analysis using SPSS, and one paper has used statistical analysis with using R software. So, and the limitation, if we see that, we will find that most of the people have common limitation, that is cross sectional. Actually, cross sectional means it is a part of longitudinal studies. Longitudinal studies is the long time period studies, but as long time period is not possible for us, so we use the cross sectional as a part of longitudinal studies, for a selection of time, which is in a short period of time. And in some papers we have seen that they have used generalizability. Generalizability means they used only some selected person or some selected level of working of people. And some papers we have found out the factors as a limitation, that is they have used only used only some peoples, and in some areas. So they may create the area wise bias and other factors. So this is the overall literature review of my topic of sleep disorders of COVID-19. Next point is methodology. Methodology means how I have started my working from first to last. And at first, I pointed out my selected factors in the Google form, and after Google form, I started to collect data. And I for after collection, I used data processing. In data processing, I used data cleaning and converted string to numerical, because we know that analytical analysis needs numerical data set. After that, I created model, and after and above on that model, I fitted my data set, and after fitting, I used train and test data set, and I splitted them, and after splitting that, I analyzed them and got my final output result. Next point is research model. This is the overall research model, and in the left side, we can see that they are the independent variables infected by COVID-19: anxiety, total IS body mass index levels, size of family, daily internet use, income level, food consumption, and exercise. And right side, we can see only one point, that is sleep disturbance, which is the main target of our thesis paper or research. Next point is algorithm. Is here I have used logic regression and artificial neural network of multilayer perception, and I use this logic regression and artificial neural network with Python Google Colab, and with the help of SPSS version 21. Next point is confusion matrix. In my confusion matrix of my dataset for analysis, I used some parameters for detecting my output. So there precision, sensitivity, F1 equals specificity, negative predictive value, miss rate, false positive rate, and false discovery rate. And according to that parameters, I have calculated my output of my dataset of confusion matrix. Next point is logistic confusion matrix of logistic regression, and this is my output for my confusion matrix of logistic regression. Here we can see the true negative, true positive, and false negative, and false positive output for the confusion matrix. Next point is confusion matrix analysis. Here we can see that the precision of the confusion matrix analysis of logistic regression is 0.89, which is very good output for any model analysis. Next point is sensitivity. We know that for any good model, we need the high precision and sensitivity, good model. And as the sensitivity is 0.82, it is also good. And according to the precision and sensitivity, we have to analyze the F1 score. As the F1 score is 0.85, so This is the good F1 score for our model. And our and another value is specificity. We also know that the model which will calculate the miss rate is lower. This is the best model, as the miss rate is 0.18. That means 80% is also very good, and the false positivity is point 80. That means 80. So the overall, that means if we say the overall calculation of the confusion matrix of logistic regression is good, because its output is very much good. Next point is area under the curve, rock curve of logistic regression. We know that any rock curve works on the true positive rate and false positive rate, and the model's rock curve will be the best output when the corner side, this corner side will be very near to the highest value of 1, as the value is point AOC rock curve value is 0.83 for the logistic regression. So it is, we can say that it is good. It is good model for analysis of the data set. Next is logistic regression model significance. Here we can see that the dependent variables is the sleep disturbance, and this is the significance of the our model testing. According to the logistic regression of the data set, our our output is our output of significance is 0.000. That means our model is significant because see, here we can see that where we can see that the significance of three factors is point, that means food consumption 0.000, infected COVID-19 0.000, and total IS 0.000, as all the as the see the beta weight, as the beta weight 0.135 for the our factor of logistic regression. So we can see that we can say that when 1 unit will be increase of beta, the expected or ratio will be increased for this result. So for this dataset of logistic regression analysis, and this factor has infected the sleep disturbance for COVID-19 in Bangladesh, according to the logistic regression. Our next point is confusion matrix of Martilia perception. From here, we can see that the true negative, true positive, false positive, and false negative matrix. After that, our next point is confusion matrix analysis of AANN. We can see that the precision is 0.88, 0.88. That means a very good analysis for the confusion matrix analysis of our ANN, and sensitivity is 0.86 is also very good, and the FR score is 0.87. So we can say that and besides that miss rate, that is the miss rate is 0.13. It's actually very much good. So so we can say that it's our model is very much good. After that, we can say that we can see that the rock up value is 0.85. So it's also very good for the model of our analysis of sleep disturbance of COVID-19 dataset. Next point is our next point is ANN factor importance. ANN factor importance, from the importance we can say that the total IS value, total IS factors importance, normalized importance is 97.1. That means this is the sleep problem in Bangladesh. And the next point is the number 2 point is food consumption. So according to the other factors, we can say that factors which has impacted more for the or graph calculation of ANN. Here I have used 80-20 training and testing dataset for my analysis of graph calculation for ANN. And this is the graph of that 80-20% dataset. Here we can see that the white color is the testing dataset value point line, and yellow is the training dataset yellow line. From that, and we can see that every point are very neat say this model is has performed very good for the analysis of the dataset. If we use other prediction or using the will give the best output for this dataset. And now our main now point is result and analysis. We want to see which model is best for. At first, we will compare the ANN and logistic regression using confusion matrix analysis. We can see that the precision of ANN is 0.88 and logistic regression in 0.89. So these are very near. So both are good, and the sensitivity is 0.82 of logistic regression, and the F1 score is 0.87, which is get also. If we see the for miss rate, the miss rate is 0.13. That is 0.18 of logistic regression. So the overall discussion and overall say that the ANN is the best output result for this. Will compare using the AUC rock curve. If we see that the logistic regression AUC rock curve is 0.83 and 0.85. So according to the rock curve, the ANN is the best model for prediction of the dataset of our analysis. Now, if we compare using the accuracy, we will see that the logistic regression accuracy is 0.84 and ANN is 0.85. As both are very near point, as the accuracy 0.85 is greater than 0.84, so the ANN is the best model for our analysis. The ANN is the best predicted algorithm for our dataset, and total and most impacted variable for our factor analysis. So this and research. So thank you everyone.